Rich Girl Network TV.
Hi, Joy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm excited to talk to you. I'm so impressed by your work. I just don't even know what to say about what you've done. So, you
Thank
have
you.
this amazing role, and it's so many layers, so much going on. So, I want to find out where are you taking all that from? There are scenes in there that were heart-wrenching for me. There were scenes that were so intense. So, tell me that journey of balancing that emotional weight and these action scenes. What was the hardest for you in doing this project?
Ooh, thank you so much. First off, honestly, I just feel like through a lot of personal experience and what my childhood was like, I mean, it definitely was not as extreme as Rebecca, but there were certain emotional ties that I felt just deeply connected to with her. Rebecca's torn between multiple worlds and she is lonely, really, at the end of the day. And I feel like that's something that we can all really relate to. And that's something that I latched onto and have definitely felt in my life. And I also really loved all of the physicality. Like, I hadn't really gotten a chance to express a character through physicality before. And it was interesting to express emotions through violence in that way, especially in that scene with Daniel. I feel like the relationship between parent and child is the root of, I mean, like everything really for us as humans. And to be able to just focus on that, especially in that moment of like this fight between father and daughter, like not only emotionally, but physically, was super intense. And I really loved exploring it.
Yeah, and I love the layers you did, especially in that scene where your sister, and you're looking at that tone and you're thinking, why didn't I have that? Why did I miss that? So
Yeah.
I think the beauty of what your work is that your face, there's so many things. You don't need a lot of words to let us know what you're feeling because we can feel that journey with you. So, what did you learn about yourself doing this? I mean, you just sort of answered my question there a little bit, but what did you take away in a deeper meaning for you as you look at your life back and going forward? What was that? What did you take away?
I think that going to shoot this was incredibly intimidating and it was isolating and it was scary. But I think I had to really learn to trust myself and not even like to psych myself up and be like, okay, everything's gonna be okay. But like, I didn't even really have time to do that. It was more just like, okay, we're just going, And I feel like the level of trust I have in myself was built up from that. And I think that like, I had these big feelings of like isolation and fear and self-doubt, but just like letting that feeling wash over you and knowing it's just a feeling and that's not going to kill you. Like, I know that I'm getting like way away from like the acting world, but just personally, that's what this did for me. And I feel so much stronger for it.
Yeah. And that's what I think what's beautiful about your work because it was so real in a violent world. And in violence, we have all these layers, right? Like you just said, we
Yeah.
have family, we have love. And what I think that resonates with me for your character was the pull of seeing that and then thinking, oh my God, is she going to do that? And yes, she is going to do that. But then maybe she is, I just love that you've done that. Um, I know what I took away from this, besides all the drama and all the other things we can talk about. What would be the one thing that you would hope that when we watch this, as much as we enjoy it and all the emotions that come with it, what would you want us to take away?
One thing is so hard to choose.
I know it's like five or
Um,
six, trust me.
I think Well, I think we all are drawn to art because it makes us feel understood and less alone. I'm definitely not the first person to say that, but I hope that there are people who watch this and feel seen. I think that's the overall thing that I'd hope for.
Three words to describe this fabulous series that I feel everybody needs to watch. Three words. How would you describe it?
Um, mm, Adrenaline. I'm thinking too hard. Adrenaline, uh, complex, and love.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. You have a fan in me. So much success for the future.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So nice to talk to you.
Same here.